and them tell you all kinds of things just to derail you.
Life is neither good nor bad, It's what you choose to make of it. You always have this feeling of inadequacy. It's always about the negative, what is not working at the moment. Bring about a certain level of mental pressure, and it can narrow your focus.
I am not going to pretend as if I am perfect. I am not going to pretend as if there's nothing for me to work on. A lot of things have been revealing to me more and more about myself. Things that I thought I didn't need to work on. There are some of the things that I need to work on the most. My mindset is one of the things that definitely needs a lot of working on. And I've realized that in order for myself or you who's watching, in order for things to change any at all in your life, in order for it to go the way that you want it to go, you have to shift your paradigm of thinking. What is your paradigm, you might ask? Your paradigm is basically all the things that you believe, all the things that you've accepted to be true from the very first day you were born until who you are now as an adult. So if from day one you believe that you cannot be this professional athlete, you cannot be the person who's going to open and operate his or her own business, you have been saying that to yourself over and over for a number of years, that is what your paradigm accepts to be true, because your conscious mind have been impressing that on the subconscious mind over a number of years, and anything that you think about, that is what you are going to become. So in order for change to come in your life, you have to shift your paradigm. And in shifting your paradigm, it is not easy as how it may sound, because if all your life you have been doing one thing and then you're trying to do something else, it's going to be very hard. Perfect example, you enter your house, it's in the day, you enter your house, current gone, right? And you go into the bathroom, you know it's current gone, but automatically once you go through the door, the first thing you're going to do is flick on the switch, because you have the habit of knowing that in order for the place to come, in order for light to be in the place, you have to flick on the switch, and it is the same thing. It's an automatic thing. So to shift that paradigm now, you have to create actionable steps that you have to take every day in order to brainwash yourself, because that is basically what you're going to do. You're going to brainwash yourself again, only that this time the brainwashing is done on your terms, because everything is trying to brainwash us, social media, movies, the news, the music, everything is trying to brainwash you and trying to get control of your mind. So the next best thing to do is to brainwash yourself into accepting the things that you want to accept. So you have to create these actionable steps that you can take to shift or change your current paradigm into the one that you want. So in other words, you're going to change your whole reality. So if I am a man that is poor, or if I am an individual that's in a situation who believe that I cannot find a job, who believe that I'm not good enough, who believe that I don't think I have the necessary skills to do a certain job, to do a certain activity, you have to shift your paradigm and you have to look at yourself and say that, listen, I I have the necessary capacity, I have the necessary growth and altitude to become this, or to learn this, or to learn that. And that is something you have to repeat to yourself over and over and over every single day. You have to do it without fail. Right? It's not something that's going to happen overnight. And you have to keep that in mind. Change doesn't just happen overnight. So, change takes time. The other thing that you should be aware of in shifting your paradigm, in changing your mindset, whenever you're doing something that you're not used to, it is going to be difficult at first, or even if it does not seem difficult at first, over a period of time you're going to feel like you're falling back into that pit hole. You're going to start questioning yourself. You're going to start doubting yourself. You're going to start questioning your ability of doing certain things. You're going to ask yourself if you can do this. You're going to ask yourself all types of things. But during this time, you have to bear in mind that that's the ego. That's the ego. That's the aspect of the mind that does not want to change. And it is trying to get you back in that old rhythm, in that old paradigm of thinking. It doesn't like growth, it doesn't like change. But you have to be resilient. You have to persevere through these phases whenever they come, because they doesn't come to stay. But you have to understand what's happening. You're trying to change something that's been there for years. So naturally, old habits are going to want to come in. People, every and anything that you want, you can achieve it. Believe me when I say this to you, you can achieve it. But it's going to take work. It is going to take you looking at yourself and saying that I have to change this about myself, and in order for it to change, these are the actions that I must take. Right? These are the things that I must do on a daily basis, consistently, for it to change. And as I said, it won't be easy. It won't be easy. And don't get me wrong, people. I face these issues on a daily basis because I'm a human being just like you. Right? And even as I am talking to you now, I have my own issues. These very same issues that I'm talking about now. And I have to find ways to ironclad my mind so that I can deal with the difficulties that comes with life, that comes with trying to change and becoming a better version of myself. Is it easy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But will it get easier as I stick to the plan, take my actionable steps on a daily basis, and believe, not even believe, but know that things will change once I remain consistent? 100%, of course. 100%, of course. You see, in life, man, no effort goes to waste or goes unnoticed. So whether you want it to be a good effort or a bad effort, it doesn't go to waste. It doesn't go to waste. So take some time, sit down with yourself, think about the type of life that you want, think about what you can do to make that life a reality. Write it down on a piece of paper and write what actions can you take to make that thought become your current reality. And watch and see how things change for you. Resilience is not something that's easy, And yes, you probably say it's hard to focus with all that's happening around you. Yes, there is a lot of truth to that. But the truth is also, life is not going to stop and give you any break at all. So you have to find that peace, you have to find that focus, you have to find that solace in your chaos. And then from there, you're going to find that amber of focus. And as the fire begins to blaze, your focus begins to be stronger and stronger. And that's how you're going to expand mentally. That's how you're going to expand physically and emotionally, to the point where you start to see yourself having more and more control over your life, and things start to change. Just take some time, people, and sit quietly. No music, no phone, no banter. You don't need anybody around you. You and your mind. And think, what am I doing that's not helping me to move forward? Be 100% honest with yourself. And you're going to get the answers. And then you say, what can I do to move forward and to change my current paradigm, to change what's happening around me that I do not want to happen? And see how the mind is going to speak to you and tell you exactly what you already know. It's going to tell you what you already know. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to change your reality. Nothing is outside of you. You don't need anybody outside of you to save you. The answer is not outside of you. The answer is within yourself. And once you come to yourself first, everything outside of you will respond to you. Again, this is the Resilience Hub, and I will continue to bring my insights, my experiences, and my thoughts to you as it relates to dealing with life in a whole, and learning and understanding yourself and how you can improve yourself by creating the reality that you want. Bless up yourself. This is the Resilience Hub.